to another tutorial of how to create and edit a flight plan. So let's get started. Here we are with the helicopter already started. So let's proceed for a flight plan creation. We are in Bern airport and we are flying to Zurich. So I will create a simple flight plan. We click here, the lower MFD. In the real helicopter, each MFD has its own database. So if you create a waypoint here in the lower right MFD or in another one, it will be stored in this individual database. So all the waypoints, the flight plans are stored in the MFD that you create it. So when you start the helicopter and has the FE synchronization on, it will share the information between all the MFDs. So all the waypoints, the flight plans will be shared between all the four MFDs. Okay, so let's get this one where we'll create the flight plan. Firstly, we'll click on FPL button. We have two options: select exist flight plan or create edit another one. So let's create edit. We will enter in a menu. Remember that some functions are not yet active, like this one, reverse flight plan, delete flight plan, and also the rain prediction. So let's see each menu. Create flight plan. The name say it itself. We'll create a new flight plan. Active flight plan will active an existing flight plan. Edit a flight plan. We can edit a flight plan that you have stored. We can create a user waypoint using latitude and longitude. We can create a user waypoint using radial distance. And also we can edit a user waypoint and delete a user waypoint. So let's get started with create flight plan. And just to explain, when we have these functions active, we can reverse a flight plan. You will scroll down in the flight plan list, choose one, and click on that, and then the MFD will create a reverse flight plan. It will reverse all the waypoints ordered, and the name of the flight plan will be the first and last. In this case, when you reverse, will be the last and first waypoint of the route. So let's say you have a flight plan from Lima Sierra Bravo Fox to Lima Sierra Zulu Romeo, and you reverse that, it will be Lima Sierra Zulu Romeo to Lima Sierra Bravo Fox. Okay, delete, it will be able to delete a flight plan. So let's move on. Click on that. You have here the I say a shadow. It means that we don't have waypoint yet. We can add it or exit. So let's edit it. In this case, if you want to use the nearest options, it will be based on the aircraft location. So if I hit now nearest airport, it will take the helicopter location and give me the nearest airports from my position. So let's see. We have Lima Serra Zulu Bravo Bern, where I am right now. And then I can scroll down. It will be based on distance from my position. So you can see here in this column, we have 0.1 nautical miles, 10 miles, 14 miles, 16, 17, and moving on. Okay, so we have all here. So we can select Lima Serra Zulu Bravo Bern, and then if I keep my shadow here, it will add the nearest the next waypoint after Lima Serra Zulu Bravo. If I scroll left, the button, and the shadow is over my waypoint. If I insert something, it will change from edited to insert. I can insert before Lima Serra Zulu Bravo. So let's edit it, nearest fix. Now all the nearest buttons and options will be based on the last waypoint before the shadow. So let's nearest fix. I will choose anyone here. Lima Serra 105. Okay, and then now I have two waypoints. If I scroll to the left, in this case up, and have the shadow in the waypoint, I want to insert something before this waypoint. I click here and I choose nearest fix. It will be based on my location, not in the Lima Serra 105 location. Back, 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 back. Let's scroll right or down, and now added the nearest fix, and you be based on the Lima Serra 105 distance. So you can see here 0 miles. That's because it will show again the same waypoint if you want to edit it for any case again, and then the other waypoints based on the distance from this waypoint. Okay, so let's see, I want something to my right. It will be near to 060. So let's see here, VP056. Okay, and then I will add the nearest airport and search for Zurich Zulu Hotel. In the real helicopter, the nearest option is limited by 20 waypoints. I think the X-trident team are fixing that for a near future. It will be possible to show only 20 results. Okay, let's here. I think we are near to Zulu Hotel, or we already passed that. Let's click here. If I click back button, you can see here Lima Serra Zulu X-ray. It will be highlighted here, and I can just scroll into hotel and then click on. It move to the fifth option of the letters, and then it will enter my waypoint. In case you have any other option, it will show here, like let's edit them. I will go back, delete the first, let just the first two letters, Lima Serra, and obvious. This will show a lot of results. So I will click here, and then it will show all the results with the legend of what kind of the waypoint is, like an airport, a fix. You know, if you have a user waypoint, will be a U uh, picture here, and then you have a viewer and NDB pictures too, so icons, sorry. So this is the way it will result, and usually your sequence will be based on distance from the waypoint I am inserting to far away. Okay, so 0 miles, 5 miles, and that's on. Okay, so let's keep this route. So I will come back, and then once you finish, you can save that You can move between the waypoints. You can delete or insert another one. Okay, I will save that as Lima Serra Zulu Bravo to Lima Serra Zulu Hotel. Save it. It will come back to the menu. I can move to active flight plan. I will have a list of my active flight plans, so I can come here. We create that one. And the real helicopter, the .fms will not be shown, only the first and second waypoints. If we have another flight plan with the same start point and finish point, it will be highlighted between parents number 1, 2, and uh, the sequence will be like that. Okay, I think in a near future X-trident will fix that too. Maybe something about DCS, but sorry about X-plane. No problem. So let's to choose the flight plan you want to active. You just click here in the right button, and it will active the flight plan. You can exit, and we have now the flight plan to Zurich. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's correctly. So this is the way you can create a flight plan. Now we'll talk about the active flight plan. So if you have an active flight plan, it will be show these options. Pointer and info is not yet implemented. You can see the parents here. So you can cycle between the waypoints. Also you have an option here in the options and this destructive direction. This is if you want to fly through the waypoints. Once you reach each waypoint, the flight plan will delete the last one and then moving on. I like to make this inactive because in the real helicopter you have all the waypoints there, and when you direct to another one, like let me close that. If I go directly to Lima Serra Zulu Hotel from now, it will be shown directly in parents between VP056 and Lima Serra Zulu Hotel. I don't know if it's already implemented by X-trident, but they are working hard to keep all the system function like the real helicopter. So if you want to add any waypoint in the active menu, you can move the screw where you want to add it. Like if I want to add something before VP056, I can came here insert nearest, let's see, viewer, and I can insert Freiburg viewer. So and then now we have Freiburg viewer between Lima Serra 105 and VP056. And also the MFD create the turn you will need to do to fly back to the next waypoint. So it is amazing feature of this helicopter. If you create a hold or something, it can think for you and do the best procedure. Sometimes you have a condition where the helicopter can't, how can I say, follow the route, so it will have a discontinuity between the waypoints saying to you that with that speed you are and maybe the direction you are flying, the helicopter autopilot is not able to follow the route. So it will try to come back to the route, but probably will be doing a big turn or something like that. Okay, so if you want to delete a waypoint, you just screw over the waypoint with this shadow, delete. The system will ask you again, confirm delete waypoint, and you click in the button, it will destroy the waypoint. Okay, so we can insert anything. You can create the ladders in the insert option, or you can go for the nearest option you want. Okay, also when we have a airport or user waypoint, okay, or even other waypoints in the route, you can come here options, you will have some options here like waypoint, VNav, hold, and overfly auto. Let's see waypoint, and it will move the helicopter to the next waypoint. You can see VP056 is now active. You can see in the PFD here in the right side. Okay, the PFD will always show the next waypoint in the route in the right side bottom, and the MFD or ND will show the last waypoint in the right bottom side. Okay, so we have here VP as active now for heading 40 and 3.5 miles. The ETE will be shown when you take off and have speed to calculate that. And here in the destination we will have the last waypoint of the route, the distance for that, the ETE, and also you have the range and endurance of the fuel you have inside the helicopter. If you are with some speed and power apply, it will calculate for you how many miles you can fly or how many hours and minutes you can fly. Okay, let's come back to active, and now you can see that the VP056 is blue because this is our active waypoint. I can come here again, waypoint, and will be circle again to Lima Serra 105, and also here in the active I have the same waypoint, Lima Serra 105. Maybe we have some calculation here, the ET, but I think the X-plane system is trying to calculate now is okay because we don't have speed yet. So when you have other options, like if you come here, VNav, you can calculate the altitude you want to block this waypoint. So we are now 1670 feet, 1670, and I want to fly above this waypoint at 2.5 or 2500 feet. So I can scroll here until how many miles offset. I will let this as 0 and click again. It will show for us here. You can see that the helicopter can't take off and fly direct to this waypoint at 2.5 or 2500 feet because we are 1 mile. So there isn't too much distance to climb too high. But you can work with that, and now you can see here in my active list Lima Serra Zulu Bravo 1600, and also the other waypoints are with the altitude I set in the Lima Serra 105. If I want to change the order, I can move here VNav and also set 3000, and we'll update the list. The next one will be my last waypoint, and I can work with that. Also, we have other options, like I can do a hold here in the VP056, sorry, and I can set the course, the side turn or turn direction, the leg distance, or the leg time. So in case I want to do a 060 to the left, no distance but time, I want to do a half minute, I click here, and the system will create my hold over the waypoint with the data I set. Okay, and also when you are in another direction, like opposite to the turns, the system will create the adjustment to the hold automatically. So you don't need to worry about thinking about how is the best way to enter in the orbit, because the system will set that for you. So let's delete that. Here is the hold. Okay, let's do the opposite. So I will be flying from the left to the right in the NT, and now I will show you how the system will calculate if I use a opposite direction, like 220 example, 240 will be best. Sorry. Okay, 240 to the left again, half minute. And now you can see that I will fly up to the waypoint, and after that the helicopter will fly straight, turn right, come back to the waypoint, and then enter in the orbit. So this is a parallel enter in the orbit. Okay, so the system will calculate for you. Sometimes, depending on the heading, if you come here, example, it will fly through another enter and go to the hold. Okay, so the system will do that for you. Let's delete again. Okay, now we have the overfly option. I will show better here in the next waypoint, like Lima Serra 105. If we see here in the ND, the turn to the next waypoint is not flying over the waypoint. So I can set that here in the overfly. It is auto. I can switch to overfly. You see the route changing to fly over the waypoint. So let's see. Okay. So now we will need to fly over the Lima Serra 105, and then after that the helicopter will turn to VP056. Okay, and you can always change that again to auto, and now is okay. And also we have other option, no radius, and you will to fly directly between ET waypoint. So that is the options we have. And also here in the list you will see the dash OR. We can change that to overfly. You will see a OF, and also we can move back to auto and we will not show anything. Okay, for airport or sometimes for user waypoint, when you set the bearing, it will show to you some other options like the VFR approach. It will be shown both for airport or user waypoint. When you have the bearing distance of the approach, you can create a VFR approach that basically is like a virtual ILS, but is always a VFR. You can't fly that as a IFR procedure. And if you want a IFR procedure approach, you have this option. You can set a star procedure or even a departure procedure. Okay, when you click here in these procedures, you load all your database of the airport you are selecting. So let's see a IFR procedure for Zurich. We have the ILSs here from each runway. We have lock procedure. We have RNP procedure, and that's it. Let's go back. If I select VFR approach, I can select the runway I want to do a VFR approach. The system will create a virtual waypoint 10 miles in the heading of the airport. So will be a forward directly waypoint between this imaginary waypoint 10 miles away from the runway. Okay. If you want to select a star procedure, we'll have all them here listed. And then after you select one of these, you can select a transition and the runways. Okay. And also the departure procedure will be the same. You have all the departure procedures, and after you select one of them, you select the runway you want to depart. So here we have other options like delete, insert, direct you to the waypoint you are scrolling over, and active off. If you click active off, it will ask you if you want to confirm delete flight plan. You can delete that, and the flight plan is deleted. If you come back to active, you don't have a flight plan selected yet, so you need to select one, or you can go here, airport, Lima Serra, the nearest. Okay, and then you now have an active flight plan. So it's not just load a flight plan, but you can fly directly to any waypoint, and then the active will be on for your discretion to insert other waypoints or fly. Okay, I don't know if we have other options, but if you have any question, please don't forget to send the message here in the video. Also, if you want to create a user waypoint, you can come here, move to create a user waypoint. The coordinates will be the actual helicopter coordinates, so you can name the waypoint ABC, or in the maximum of 5 letters. You go through, you can switch the direction north, south, the coordinates. Okay, let's keep that. The elevation in feet, if you want to do that. Okay, and here is approach bearing if you want to have a VFR approach for this waypoint. So you just screw the button and you can set the approach bearing. If you don't set that, keep off. When you go to the active and click in the waypoint, it will not show for you the VFR approach option. Okay, and also you can set the magnetic variation if you know. This is a good point to set, and then you can save and exit. And now the user waypoint is saved here as, let's see, that is something I think X-trident will fix, because when you go to the user waypoint list, it needs to be named alphabetically, okay, not by creation order. Alright, so we have here ABC, we can click here and then we can edit this user waypoint. Okay, so exit, and also we can delete a user waypoint. Let's delete the ABC waypoint here, and then the system will ask you to confirm delete your user waypoint, and then you confirm, and now it's deleted. Okay, I think we covered everything about the user flight plan, the user waypoints, and then the active menu. If you have any other question, please don't forget to ask me. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, and let's fly this bird. See you next time.